Welcome to Vision Academy. This is the final lecture series in assignment problem. So, in this lecture, I will address traveling salesman assignment problem. So, this is a very special case in assignment problem. So, let us know what is the traveling salesman problem. So, there is a difference between assignment problem to traveling salesman problem. The just difference means one in the assignment problem we will assign some sources to some destination, but in the traveling salesman problem we will assign sources to destination, and then that first allocated destination would be the sources. From that sources again you need to go for somewhere. So that's a difference, very difference, that you should understand. Look at this. So consider a traveling salesman problem. So who has to visit a certain number of cities in his assigned territories. So he has to visit some assigned territory. For each city he wishes to visit city once and only once. He doesn't like to repeat the journey and arrive back from the city where he started. Say for example he started from A destination, so finally he should come back to the A destination only after visiting all the cities in his territory. So, and he knows the distances of journey between every pair of city and wishes to determine the tour schedule that represent the least distance. He has to obtain least distance. So that is possible in assignment problem. That's a special case in traveling salesman problem. So continuing that, the difference between, as I said you already, a traveling salesman problem and assignment problem is that in assignment problem different destinations are assigned to different sources. So this is common. We are having some ABC sources and having some D, E, F, G destination like that. We will assign from different sources to different destination. But in traveling salesman problem, a destination is assigned to source. A destination will assign it to source, then that particular assigned destination will become again sources. Look at here, then this destination become another sources to which we assign another destination. In the parallel case you need to move further, and it is so on. In the same manner it will go. In that sequence we have to obtain optimal decision in assignment problem. There are two things to be cleared in the traveling salesman assignment problem. One thing, he has to travel some cities in his territories, and second thing, he has to start with a particular city, and finally he should come back to that city only. And one more thing, once he reaches the destination, the destination will become sources for reaching another destination. These three things are very, very important, based on which we will obtain optimal solution in traveling salesman problem. Okay, this is a problem which we need to solve. So as I said, traveling salesman has to visit 5 cities A, B, C, D, E. He wishes to start from the particular city. We don't know exactly. We will find it later. And visit each city once and then return to his starting point. So he has to visit all the cities. Say for example, he will start from A city. So he has to visit A, B, C, D, E, and finally he should come back to the A city only. He should not repeat journey. Like he goes to A to B and come back to A and again go to C, like that. It should not happen. There must be sequence. So he should start from particular city and end up his journey from to that city only, from where he started. That's a very important thing in traveling salesman problem. And the traveling time for each city from a particular city is given here. So we have assigned infinity here just because we don't have to travel from A to A. A city to A. This is also from this city to this city. Okay, so why we have given infinity symbol means we can't journey to, we don't have necessary to make a journey from A city to A city. Okay, and B to B, no need to make a journey. C to C, D to E, D to D, E to E. So we have given a infinity symbol that we have restricted that journey to A to A. And okay, so just because we should not consider that cost, so we have given infinity. So finally what we have to find out is what is the sequence of visit of the salesman so that the total trolling time is minimized. We want to know the sequence means from A city to B, B to C, C to D, like that we want to know the sequence. Okay, let's move one by one by applying Hungarian method. So firstly we need to check the squared matrix, that is balanced or unbalanced. Since rows are 5, columns are 5, which means rows and columns are equaling, so it is a balanced assignment problem. I will move faster because I have solved too many problems over this. I want to address special case of a trolling salesman problem in this. So you can refer my earlier videos for getting the more detailed lecture over Hungarian method. So I will move faster here. The second step is row reduction. Firstly we have to identify the row, and we should start from row and identify the minimum in each row and subtract all other values from that minimum. Example, in row 1 I have identified row minimum is 4. In the same thing, second row also row minimum is 4. In the third row minimum is 6. In the fourth row minimum is 4. In the fifth row minimum is 5. So I will derive the values by subtracting this value. Say for example, infinity remains same, and for A to B 5 minus 4 it will be 1, and it will be 4, it will be 0, it will be 1. So same thing, infinity 1 4 0 1. Same thing, I have subtracted all other values from respected row minimum, and it is a resulting of step 2. This is the result of step 2. Okay, I will give you one more example. Here in the E row we have row minimum as 5, and here 5 minus 5 0, 5 minus 5 0, 0, and 6 minus 5 1, 8 minus 5 3, and infinity remains same 1 3. Okay, by this way we have obtained the result. Okay, then let's move to the step 3 called column reduction. So here also same thing. Firstly we have to start with the column, and then we have to identify the column minimum and then subtract all other values from this minimum. Okay, look at here, I have identified the column minimum. Here it is 0 0, so column minimum, A column minimum is 0, and here 2 0 0, B column minimum is 0, and C column minimum is 1, and D column minimum is 0, and E column minimum is also 0. Since A, B, D, E columns minimum are 0, we don't have to subtract from 0 because the value remains same, and I will take A column, B column, D column and E column as it is, and I will subtract only C column value, that is 4 minus 1 3, 3 minus 1 2, 4 minus 1 3, 1 minus 1 0. Look at here, 3 2 3 0, and rest of the values are remaining same. Okay, this is the resulting matrix of step 3, that is column reduction. Okay, once we completed step 3, we have to move further for step 4. In the step 4 we have again sub 4 steps are there. Step 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 and finally 4.4. okay, let's move from step 4.1 then. The step 4.1 says we have to start with row, identify the single zero in the row and give a rectangle around this and cross out all other zeros in the column. So in the A row there is only one zero, so we can proceed this, and I have given rectangle around this and crossed out all other zero. Only a single zero is here and crossed out that single zero. Okay, let us move to the second row. There are no zeros, there is no zeros. In the third row, yes, there is a zero, that I have found out a single zero and given a rectangle around this, and there are no zero to cross out in the column. So I will proceed further. Here there are two zeros, I can't proceed this. Here in the E row there are three zeros, so I can't proceed this. Now I will move to step 4.2. Step 4.2 says we should start with column, identify the single zero, give a rectangle around that and cross out all other zeros in the row. So here look at here there is only one zero which is assigned, so we don't have to take into consideration. Here too in the column wise, look at here, there are two zeros here, we need to find out the only one zero. Here B there are two zeros again. Here in the C we have one zero, single zero, so we can give a rectangle around this and cross out all other zeros in the row. And in this D row no other zeros, either not crossed out or given rectangle. In the E2 there are no zeros, so we can move to step number 4.3 now. So step number 4.3 says start with row, select arbitrarily any zeros and cross out all other zeros in the row only. I will start with row and select any zero as per my wish, and I will give a rectangle around to this and cross out all other zero in the row. So look at here, in the first row there are no zeros, in the second row too there are no zeros, in the third row too there are no zeros. Yes, in the fourth row we have a zero in the fourth row. Okay, fourth row, then let's calculate the things for this. So I will select this 0, give a rectangle around this and cross out all other 0 in the row only, and here there is no 0. Okay, we completed step 4.32 and now we will proceed for 4.4. The 4.4 says to check the optimality condition in the problem. To check the optimality condition, we should ensure that the assigned 0 must equal to rows or column. Since in this example there are 5 rows and 5 columns, the number of assigned rectangles must equal to the rows and column. It means there must be 5 rows or 5 assignment in the given matrix. So along with that, we also ensure there must be only one assignment, one rectangle in each row and column. First let us check the number of assignment. Look at here, 1 2 3 4. There are 4 assignment in this problem. Since we have 5 columns and 0, it is not optimal solution. Okay, it is not optimal solution. Since it is not optimal solution, we will move to further step. Okay, further step means the step number 5. So this is a resulting matrix as we calculated here, and moving to step 5. What does step 5 says? We have 4 sub steps in step number 5. The 5.1 step says tick mark the rows in which assignment has not made. You have to concentrate on rows. Tick mark the rows in which assignment has not made. Example, look at here, in the first row assignment made, in the second row assignment not made. In the third row assignment is made. In the fourth and fifth row assignment is made. So this is what step number 5.1. Okay, next, tick mark columns which have zeros in the marked rows. Concentrate column here. Tick mark columns which have zeros in the marked row. Look at here, we have ticked B row. In the B row we should check whether there is any zeros. That is, tick mark columns which have zeros in the marked row. In this row you should search, is there any zeros? Yes, there is 0, and I will tick mark this. There is only one 0, so I have marked only one column. This is 5.2. Then let's move to the step number 5.3. It says tick mark rows which have assignment in marked columns. Tick mark rows which have assignment in marked columns. In the column, just now we marked this column now. In the column we should search, is there any assignment in the row? Yes, in the first row only there is assignment in this column. Okay, I will tick mark this row. That says tick mark rows which have assignments in marked columns. In the D is marked column. In this there is an assignment in the first row. I have ticked this. So this is step 5.3. Now after all, the step 5.4. The step 5.4 says draw straight line through all unmarked rows and marked columns. This is very important. Draw a straight line through all unmarked rows and marked columns. Unmarked rows, concentrate, we have only marked 2 rows, except that there are 3 rows which is unmarked. Draw a straight line through all unmarked rows. 1 row, 2 row, and 3rd row. I have drawn a line for unmarked rows and also unmarked columns. So unmarked rows and marked columns. Look at here, this is D is a marked column. I will draw a straight line. Okay, now then step number 5 is over. 5.1, 5.2, 5.3 and 5.4 is over. So we can proceed for step number 6 now. So this is a resulting matrix, just we did it. And so step number 5, we should check what step number 5 says. Step number 5 says revise the cost matrix. You should revise the cost matrix. So this is what step number 6. In this we have to revise the cost matrix. To revise the cost matrix we need to follow some guidelines. So that is step number 6.1 says find the smallest element not covered by any of the lines. You should identify the smallest element which is not covered by any of these lines. So then the unmarked areas is this, yes, here, and this is which these cells are not covered by any lines. Then smallest element is 1, 2, 3. Yes, it means 1. Okay, I will select 1. So after selecting this, subtract this from all uncovered elements. From this uncovered elements we should subtract this and add at the intersection. Add it to the elements at the intersection of 2 lines. Look at here. Here it is an intersection where the 2 lines met together. In these 3 intersection we should add this one, and in this uncovered area we should subtract this. Okay, and other elements covered by lines remain unchanged. So we have covered by line now. This way these things will be unchanged. Only change will take place where the intersection and uncovered areas. So for example, here there is infinity, it will remain same, and here it is 1, and our smallest element is 1. So 1 minus 1, it would be 0, and 3 minus 1 would be 2, and here it is 0. Since it is covered by line, it will remain same, 0. And here it is uncovered area 1, 1 minus 1, 0. And coming to second row, here it is 1, 1 minus 1, 0, and in the B there is infinity, it will remain same, and here uncovered area, the cell value is 2, 2 minus 1, 1, and here it is covered by line, this 0, it will remain same, 0, and here it is 1, 1 minus 1, 0. Moving to third row, yeah, here 2, 1, infinity will remain same because which is covered by line. What? 2, 1, infinity and 0. This will remain same. Look at here, 2, 1, infinity, 0. And look at the intersection. Here it is 2, add 1, 2 plus 1, 3. It is 3. Okay, coming to fourth row, 0, 0, 3, 4 will remain same because which is covered by line. 0, 0, 3, 4. And in the intersection there is infinity. We don't consider this value, so infinity remains same here also. Okay, in the E row, 0, 0, 0, infinity, it will remain same, 0, 0, 0, infinity, and in the intersection there is 0, there is 3, the value is 3, so I will add 1 to this intersection, that is 4, 3 plus 1, 4. Okay, so this section would be 4 because there was a 3 and I added 1, so it is 4. So this is a resulting matrix of step number 5. So we have completed step number 6. Yeah, this is a resulting matrix of step number 6. So we have added here it was 3 plus 1, which would be then 4, because it is intersection. These three values are intersection. Since it is intersection, we have added 1 to this, except this infinity. Okay, here look at here 2, now it has become 3. Look at here 3, it has become 4. Okay, by this way we calculated step number 6. Now step number 7 says you should calculate that. The step number 7 says repeat the procedure. So from step number we have already calculated step number 1, that check the squared matrix. Step number 2, row reduction. Step number 3, column reduction. Now we have to proceed from step number 4 again. Okay, so we'll proceed from step number 4. So to proceed, look at here, as usually step number 4, we have to start with row, identify the single 0, and there are 3 zeros, here also 3 zeros, here there is 1 0. Give a rectangle around this and cross out all other 0 in the row, in the column. And moving to fourth row, there are 2 zeros, we can't proceed further. Here too 2 zeros. Okay, we can't proceed further. Okay, now step number 4.2, that you should start from column and identify the single 0. There are no single 0 here, and here too there are no single 0. Here there is a single 0, and give a rectangle around this and cross out all other zeros in the row. And moving to step fourth row of column, there are 2 zeros here, and here there are no zeros. Okay, now step number 4.2 is also over. We have to move to step number 4.3. Step number 4.3 means, so starting from row, you have to select any 0 arbitrarily and give a rectangle around this. So then I will select this 0 because there is no assignment in the column D, and I will strike out this 0 in the row. Moving to second row, so I will select this 0, give a rectangle around this because there is no assignment in this column or row. I will select this and strike out this 0. And moving to third row, there are no zeros. In the fourth row, I will select this 0 because there is no assignment here, I can't select this because there is assignment made by just now. So cross out all rest other zeros here. Okay, the resulting matrix is this of step number after repeating the procedure from step number 4. So we now again step number 4.4 says we have to check the optimality condition. Check the optimality condition. So look at the number of columns and rows are 5. Now look at the number of assignment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 columns, so 5 columns, so 5 rows are there, and number of assignment is also 5. So it means we have reached at the optimal condition according to assignment problem. But traveling salesman problem is a special case in assignment problem. Later the result would be different here. So as per the problem requirement, we have to see, we have to tell the sequence of traveling. Okay, now let us look into the sequence. Look at here, from A he has to travel to D, that is A to D. So after that, according to traveling salesman problem, this is a destination, D is a destination, this is a source. Okay, so the salesman traveled from A to D, so sources to destination. Now according to traveling salesman problem, this destination would be source. This is very important. That means from D to B he has to travel. Okay, so that is D to B. A to D, that is A to D, and after traveling to D destination, from D has to move further for another destination, so that this destination will become source, and another destination is B. Okay, so this is D to B, and later from B to where he went, we have to check out this. So they look at this, this is B and this is A. So B to A. Okay, according to this sequence, the salesman should travel from A to D, and after traveling to D he has to start journey from D and end up at B. Okay, from B he will travel to A, which means this is not a right sequence according to traveling salesman problem, because as I told you in the earlier only, that a salesman should start from some point and he should end up at the same point. It means he started journey from A point, A source, and at the finally he should end up his journey at A only. I am telling this is not a right sequence because he has not covered all the destination, all the cities. Okay, that A, B, C, D, E, all the cities is not covered. Example, C is there is no C and there is no E. So without visiting to C and E, he ended up at B only. So after B he went again A. So this is not a optimal solution, even though the optimality is reached according to step number 4.4, that number of rows and columns must equal to number of assignment, but the sequence, that is a special case in traveling salesman problem, the sequence is not right here. Okay, so as I told you in the earlier only, he should start with some particular source and end up with the same source. That example A to E, if he start from A, he should end up at A only after visiting all the city. Only after visiting all the city, then only it will become an optimal solution. Okay, otherwise it is not an optimal solution. Then how to give an optimal solution for this? Let us check it. Since the assignment of zeros has not given solution of the traveling salesman, so what we will do? So we bring the next minimum non-zero element into the solution. Okay, to give solution we were selecting only 0, but in this case we will bring the next minimum non-zero element, because all zeros are exhausted. in the last example. So we will bring next minimum non-zero element into the solution. Non-zero means it could be any value, but it must be a smallest element. Thus we obtain the next solution. Okay, so look at this problem. Except 0, what is the find? Look at here. Find the next minimum non-zero. Okay, so next minimum. Look at here. After 0, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, infinity. Okay, so next minimum after 0 is 1. Only 1. Next minimum. So we have to bring this into the optimal solution. To give optimal solution, consider this. Okay, then select this one. So we have 2, 1. Okay, so I am considering first alternative. I will consider first alternative. We means this. After considering this alternative into account, I will check whether we have to check whether we have reached at optimal solution. Optimal solution in the traveling salesman problem is you must give a sequence that A, after starting from A, you should end up at A only after visiting all the city. So let us look into that. So once you select 1, which is a minimum non-zero, after 0, the next element in the next smallest element in this matrix is 1. Strike out all other zeros in the row and column. This is very, very important. There are 3 zeros in this row. I strike out all the zero. Also in column. In column also. Okay. So after this I will start from step number 4. So that I will start with row and find a single zero. Here there is no single zero. Here cross it out. Here there is a single zero. Yes. Give a rectangle around this. Cross out all other zeros in the column. And next, here there are 2 zeros. There are 2 zeros. Next I will start with column. There are 2 zeros. 2 zeros. Here there is a 1 assignment and 1 is crossed out, and here it is 1 0. So I will give a rectangle around this and cross out all other 0 in the row. Okay. Next. Okay. Now we will move to step 4.3, which says select any 0 alternatively and give a rectangle around this and cross out all other 0 in the row only. So all zeros are crossed out in the first 3 rows. I will select I will move to 4th row. I will select this 0 and cross out this 0. Okay, in the next row again there is an assignment. I will select this 0 and cross out this 0. Okay, now we have to check whether we are reached at optimal condition. So number of columns and number of rows are 5, and number of assignment also 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, not only this, we should ensure in each and row and column there is only 1 assignment. That also fulfilled in this example. So we have to check at the sequence of first minimum non-zero. So sequence would be A to D. Okay, that is A to D. So when he reached to D, D would become source. So A sources to D destination he reached. This destination next would be the source. So D to A. Okay. So D to A. So as I said you already. So in this problem, the sequence is this, that A to D, D to A. So again it is not a right sequence. Okay, as we said already for traveling salesman problem. So look it carefully again. A to D, D to A to D. Once he reached to destination D, so again he should start from D. So D to A. According to this solution, he should go to A to D, and from D to A. So as we said in traveling salesman problem, he should start from particular destination and he should travel all the city. After traveling all the city, he should end up his traveling at where he started. So it means he covered only two, yeah, A to D, only one city, not all city. So again, this is not a right optimal solution. So we should look at the other alternative. So this is the first alternative we considered in the problem. First alternative means first one, first minimum non-zero. Okay, next we have other alternatives also. Yes, that is another one. If you are unable to get a right sequence in this also, you can proceed further. So now let us try in second alternative, that is this one. So I will give a rectangle around this and strike out all other 0 in the row and column corresponding to this non-minimum 0. Row and column I strike out, and I will proceed from step 4.1, starting from row. That is, there are 2 0, here there are 3 0, here there are no 0, here there is 1 0. Yes, we can take into consideration this. I will give a rectangle around this and cross out all other 0 in the column, and I will move to next row, that is E. In the E there is only 1 0 here, so I will give a rectangle around it and I will cross out all other 0 in column. There are no 0 in column. So I will proceed from column. So that is step 4.2. There are no 0 here, no 0 here, no 0 here, and there are 2 zeros here. Here also 2 zeros. We can't proceed with 2 0. We should find out single 0. Now we can move to step 4.3. Step 4.3, select any 0 alternatively and give a rectangle around this. So according to this, I selected this 0. This 0 I will select because there is no assignment here. I will select this and strike out other 0 in the row. And next I will select this. I don't select this because there is already an assignment in this in that column. So I will select this and strike out this. So now we completed all the zeros. We striked out all the zeros, and now we have to check the optimality test. So optimality condition. So there are 5 assignment and 5 columns. So this is an optimal condition, and in each row and column there is only one assigned rectangle. So now we have to check the sequence. So if the sequence satisfied the condition, then it would be the optimal solution. Let us check the sequence. Look at here, A to E, A to E, that is A to E. Now E will become sources. He started from A source and reached at E destination. Next, this E destination will become source again. Now consider E to C. So that is, after A he reached at E will become source, and from E he will go to C. Okay. Next consider C, because once he reached to C destination it will become source. Now C to B. Okay, A to E, from E to C, C to B. Okay, after B, now B become source once he reached that B destination. So in the B to D. Okay, now let us check from D. Yeah, look at here, D to A. Okay, D to A, that is exactly he started from A and ended at journey at A only. Okay, A to A. This is exactly optimal condition according to traveling salesman problem in assignment problem. This is the very special case. You can't give a solution like other assignment problem. So this is we got a right sequence in second alternative of non-zero. Okay, so I will tell you again. A to E. Once he reached at E, E will become destination. E to C. So now C will become destination source. So C to B. Now B will become source. B to D. Now after D, D will become source. D to A. That is exactly A to E, E to C, C to E is B, B to D, and at end at A. So in this way he considered the problem, that optimal condition is obtained in this way. Now finally check out total hours taken by a salesman to travel from a particular destination and cover all the cities in the given example. Look at here. Here I have taken now journeys and hours. So journey would be A to E. Okay, that is exactly A to E. And next E to C. That is E to C. And next C to B. C to B. And B to D. B to D. Finally D to A. Okay, D to A. I have decoded the total journey from where to from to. So like that, if you want to know the amount of A to E, the total hours taken to make a journey from A to E, you have to go back to the problem. Let's go back to the problem. Look at here. Here the estimated hours, the traveling time hours for each city from a particular city is given here. Okay. Now we have to calculate that A to E. A to E will take 5 hours and E to C. Look at here. E to C will take 6 hours and C to B. C to B will take 7 hours and B to D will take 4 hours and D to A will take 4 hours. That is what I have mentioned there only. Look at here. A to E 5 hours, E to C 6 hours, C to B 7 hours, B to D 4 hours, D to A 4 hours. Totally to travel A to B, C, D, E, number of hours taken by a salesman is 26 hours. This is the optimum solution according to the traveling salesman problem. So here 3 things are very important in traveling salesman problem. One, there must be a proper sequence, that where he started there only he should end up, and between this he should be covered all the cities. Okay, he must have covered all the cities. This is very important. And once he started journey and he will end up at somewhere, and that particular journey will become destination, will become sources for next destination. Example, in this problem he started from A and reached at D, so E, and E will become sources for making another destination. So this is very important, and very best of luck. By this I have finished the assignment problem of 7th lecture, and hope you feel very good in this lecture. And if you are not yet subscribed to my Vision Academy YouTube channel, please do subscribe today itself. Thank you.